Hello everybody, and here we are at the Olympic dog food eating contest, and it looks like Dioge's out in lead. Yeah, I just set these down about 35 seconds ago. And they see how they eat fast, and then they try to get into the next guy's bowl, and I have to pull them over like Mom would and set them straight so they're eating in their own bowl. Otherwise, they'll get jealous and start fighting over the last piece of kibble. Just like that. Okay, guys. Y'all done eating now? Okay, you can lick the bowls. Clean them up. Save me some water when I wash them. So anyway, I thought you guys would be interested in seeing what I have to go through every day feeding these guys, because I got 4 bowls and only 2 hands, and they each get the same amount of food in each bowl. So it's not like one's getting more than the other. Anyway, you might hear a little yelping behind me when I walk away from this, because they're still a little on the jealous side, and they're, like I said, right down to the last piece of kibble. So anyway, today is United States is Veterans Day, Canada Remembrance Day, both the same. Anyway, a happy Veterans Day to all you veterans that made it back home, and a solemn Veterans Day to those who had friends and family who didn't make it back. Everybody gave some gave all. So anyway, a happy Veterans Day is best I can do. And yeah, I pretty much took the day off. I've got to get in and winterize the garden, because we did get another frost this morning. And look at these 2 nuts. All right, you guys got full bellies now, and you're gonna fight, huh? All right, come on, guys, break it up, let's go, break it up. You too, Gillis, come on, break it up. You guys are getting fat, you're getting big bellies. I've been taking them for daily walks around the perimeter, and they usually come back, and that tires them out, and they just lay down and sleep until supper time. All right, so got extra totes down here, and my friend Don contacted me. He says he's got 6 at one facility and 6 more at another facility, so I got 12 to pick up. And I've been thinking, well, I want to get at least this wall covered like that wall. So I've got that part to do across here. Now these 3 all have leaks in them, but the valves still work, so I could shut them off at the valves. So that's excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Whew, wow, thank you. Yeah, that sun just got me right in the eyes. I think that I might be able to convert 1 or 2 of these to a biogas digester, and produce some biogas to cut down on the amount of propane I use. I can use some biogas for some of the things that I do, like heating and cooking and things like that. So that'll be a project down the line. And of course, all my cinder blocks are all stored up right here. I've got some more that are in the compost pile I used to quickly put together a compost pile when I first got here 6 years ago. But I want to take those all out of there, and I'm going to use some of the pallet wood I've got to do a pallet wood compost there, and that'll let a little bit more airflow on it. Problem with my compost is I don't get enough rain to keep it wet so that it can break down very quickly. So I have to wait for the winter and rely on rain that doesn't always get here. Anyway, a shout out to, let me see if I can get this right. I don't want to mess it up. Retirement Boot Camp. Okay. And she sent me a donation for the pups. And she sent cash in an envelope to the mailing address I had in the video. I'll put those back in the comment section of this video so that anybody new that's joining on knows that I'm taking care of 4 pups that were abandoned here in the desert. And they get their meals a day, and they get water available all the time, and they've got a house that I built for them out of pallet wood to sleep in at night and stay warm. And they've been doing that because it's been getting down chilly. Okay, enough of chewing the branches, guys. Come on. John and Letty are going to get you some chew toys so you don't have to chew branches anymore. All right? So get away from those branches. They're starting to listen more and more. When I take them for a walk, when we get close to the road, they tend to want to run out into the road, and all I have to do is say, hey, out of the road, and they turn around and get out of the road. So they're understanding the commands that they're supposed to. All right. So thank you, Retirement Boot Camp. And I just saw your video about cleaning up over there. And the comments were that couldn't hear what you were saying. So what I did was I got my wire connection headphones for my smartphone, and around the microphone I put a piece of foam rubber that you can find from just about anything. You can even use a kitchen sponge. Just wrap some around that and put some plastic ties on to hold it in place. And that will dull the wind out while you're shooting your video, so you're not drowned out while you're doing that. It also keeps the microphone, because if you plug the earphones in your ear, the microphone hangs right beside your mouth, so it actually gives you a better pickup on the sound, and people will be able to hear you better. So, all right, well, that's about all I have for today. I'm going to cut this one off, go pick up their bowls and bring them inside, and after my supper I can do a load of dishes and clean their bowls out too at the same time to save water. So that's about it, and we'll move on from there. Little turkey's been chewing everything up. Look at all this mess here. This is all stuff that they've been chewing up, and I had to put my wire for my cell phone booster up high because they started chewing on that. Little turkeys. Hey, Blackbeard, quit antagonizing. You start the fight, and then when you get jumped, that you're the first one to cry out and yelp. So stop it. You too, DOG. DOG. Hey, stop it. Okay. That's all, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget thumbs up down there, and don't forget to share and subscribe. GBear signing off.